What is up, everyone? Splasher here, bringing you some Black Ops 2 game battles action on Plaza. This is Search and Destroy. This is a special game for a number of reasons. I have not posted in a while. I've been sick, and I haven't really had anything I really wanted to post. But today, we have an exception because Colonel, my friend Gigi, and myself, and a few others have been playing some game battles since yesterday. And we played game battles back in Black Ops, but only toward the very end and did not get a lot of experience in. So we were waiting, or at least I've been waiting, that's a fun death, been waiting to play GBs again, and because Modern Warfare 3 was such a pile of shit, I just didn't even want to even experience that game. So back getting into the competitive scene now that, I put in a significant amount of play in the game, and I think I'm starting to get used to it again. But a couple of things to say at the get-go here. I am not a very good game battles player yet. Gun game is lacking. That is something I need to work on. But man, game battles are so much more fun and interesting than any pub match, basically, when you remove all the bullshit like shock charges and betties and claymores and, all the stupid perks and stuff. Way more fun, even if you're getting your ass beat like I am in this game. Now, that's relevant because we are playing in this match OD, and entering this game, they were ranked 5th on Team Ladder on PS3, and I'll spoil it for you. They beat us and ended up moving up to number 3 on the team ladder. And the reason I'm posting this video is because we actually won this round, or this game of Search and Destroy, and it was pretty meaningful for us. At one point, OD gets a pretty large lead on us, and they start playing around. In fact, I think they team kill in one round, and one of them's using a sniper. But we quickly hammer it back, and they start playing for real again. And that's what makes this game pretty special for us. I do pretty terrible until the last couple of rounds in which I turn it on. But man, I just straight up drop a donut for the first like 3 or 4 rounds of this game, and it is not good. And the team definitely felt it. Quickest on their team was just a beast and could not be stopped for the most part. But these guys are legit. The people that were playing this round were ranked 951, 315, and 1003, just individual rank, which from what I know, and I don't know much, but from what Gigi told me is that's pretty legit. And anything in the 5K or under are strong ass players. So these guys were good, and it looks like we're getting slapped, and it's definitely because we were. These guys just had our number. And what made it worse was Crim, whatever his name is, Mr. Criminal, I think. He was streaming, so their team was actually streaming the match. So people were actually watching us get embarrassed. So that was one thing. But man, I am so glad to be playing game battles again. It's a really fun experience. I enjoy the teamwork, just everything, the competitiveness, and just learning everything and trying to get back into it. And it's unfortunate that my gun game is just piss poor compared to what it was in Black Ops. I've been pushing up on this sensitivity because in this game you really need to be an SMG-oriented player or the FAL with stock, and I'm not too strong with that yet. So I'm pushing up the sensitivity because I'm not just pub stomping with ARs like I did in Black Ops, basically. Man, my gun game is lacking. And the 2 games that follow this, they were Domination on Slums and Capture the Flag on Raid. It definitely showed I was not a very strong player in those. In general, I'm not a very strong Domination player. Capture the Flag, I'm trying to get better at, but I mean, to give you an idea, like I started playing game battles yesterday, and we had played probably 10 matches up to this point, maybe 12 matches. So that is all the experience I've had, including some scrims with Colonel and Gigi and Carlos and some other people that are on the team. But as for that, like, my experience is very limited. Colonel's experience very limited. Um, so to even play decent, and we have a decent record. I think we're 11-4 or something. I'm not exactly positive on that. But I mean, we've done pretty well. We have 3 losses that are pretty tough because we lost to these guys who are number 3 on team ladder. And the first game we ever played, we played the number 1 team on the team ladder, which we're not aware of at the time. But yeah, we played Aftermath, and they just beasted on us. It was a search only variant, so we played search on slums, and we lost 6-4. And then I had emergency at the house where I thought my house was burning down. All the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors were going off, so I had to figure out what was going on and fix that. So I was not even able to play round 2, which was on Plaza, and they beat us. So I don't know. We might have had a chance if I was there. Probably not. But yeah, so our first game was against the number 1 team on the PS3 team ladder, and we just got beasted on from there. And then we had a pretty decent streak, and we've been getting better as it goes. And that's part of the experience, is playing with everyone, developing teamwork and chemistry, and working out strategies. And it's just man, I really miss this part of gaming from Black Ops especially. And I consider myself a pretty strong search player, even though it was not represented in this game, or at least up to this point. But my strongest games for our team are definitely always in search. Colonel is way better as a slayer and like domination and stuff, and GG is pretty much our best player by far. Carlos is also pretty good. So those guys are all really good slayers. But we have things we have to work on. We have to work on raging in certain situations. We have to work on call-outs, teamwork, this and that. So here you can see me get sniped. And I believe this is the last round where they stop messing around, because we start putting the pedal down and bring the game back into it. And this is when the match really starts getting fun. As you can see here, our Colonel and GG just cleaned up the round. You're going to get the defuse here. So the game is afoot, and at this point, the guys that are streaming OD start putting away the fun class, and they start pulling out the real classes again, because this is getting close. And this is when we start to go hard, because at this point, it's like in the playoffs or whatever, and a team gives the the underdog life, they start rising to the occasion. They start getting pumped. You've given them just that sliver of hope that we've rattled off a couple rounds here. We can finish this off, maybe pull off an upset, get lucky in one of the other 2 matches if we can get this, and have a huge win on our record. As you can see, I just get demolished again. I just seem to make it the wrong decision every point. This A-bomb site on Plaza is just such a hard bomb to attack and defend equally. They're just, everyone kind of meshes in there, and then just whoever hits the perfect stun or perfect nade or gets the better rush, picks up the kills. And I was on the losing end of that for a while, and I've been trying to develop, let's push B more, but it's just so tough because the good teams get that A rush, and then they just take it over, and it's almost impossible to beat them once they get club lockdown, because as you just saw a few rounds back, once they have that plant, they just lock down the entrances, and they're pre-firing the entryways, so it's just very difficult to get the defuse. I mean, I think you saw the 1 kill cam where I got killed. I was getting shot before I even showed up because they were pre-firing. So anyways, they pull out this round and go up 5-3, and now our backs are against the wall, and we have to make it happen. And thankfully, this is usually when I rise to the occasion, or at least in Search and Destroy. These are the moments I really play for. I mean, as far as pubs go, that's the only game type I really care about winning. And, I like to build good win streaks in Search. And this, when the pressure's on and you're in clutch situations, this is the game I like. Now, this is the rush I think might be the best way to do it, is to, as I pick up that 2-piece there, thankfully, is to push through there without even throwing anything. And if you got the, if you get the good spawn, you can push through there and get in deep enough to where you don't get hit by anything. So that might be the way to go. I'm not positive. Colonel picks up a huge kill here because GG had already died, and I would have had to, well, I was already pushing up through middle to try to get him from behind because Colonel called out he was stunned. But he picks up the huge kill there, and we're right back in this. We got to win one more round to force the deciding round, and that's what it's all about. So here we go. Get the old rush and get destroyed. So as you can see there, I did not do it correctly, and that's such a, like, watching that kill cam just shows me so much about how to, if on that side, where to bank the stun, because that's huge there. And it's funny because GG gets put into a 2v1 situation to keep us going after Colonel and I got slapped basically. But he picks up a huge kill here with the FAL stock red dot, and has the awareness to somehow win that gunfight. And I just don't even know how. They both had the jump shot. I think the enemy had the some submachine gun, and to win that gunfight is pretty huge there. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I will never be able to win. I mean, I think my best days are probably behind me, but I've been watching a lot of like Optic Scumpy and Optic Nade Shot and a bunch of MLG stuff and UMG streams, and just trying to get my game up to higher standards. And seeing people that beat us and good plays like that is really good. So here's the final round. And I said, they've been destroying me on the rush, so I'm just going to make it seem like we didn't even come to this bomb site. Ultra camp on that guy. Luckily, pick him off and get the first kill. However, GG gets killed, and then Curl gets killed, and now I am in a 1v2 situation, and I somehow get this kill. Last bullet in the clip picks him off. It's a miracle. Complete unnecessary jump shot there. I don't know, it might have helped, but he seemed to have the cover and made the mistake of leaving behind, or getting out of the car head glitch. So, I get the miracle kill there. The other enemy, knows where I am, obviously, so I'm trying to decide what to do. Because they're a competent team and the bomb was killed, I'm assuming the guy that's alive knows where the bomb is. So that is why I did not rush out there that way. I decided I wanted to make the biggest flank possible. Perhaps if he didn't know the bomb was down, maybe he'd think I would take it to B, so that's why I came out this way, looking. And at this point, I decided I'm not going to plant the bomb because that would just leave me a waiting target. So I was going to use all the time possible to try to find him, hope he was camping the bomb, knowing I would have to go to it to try to win and get the kill. Fortunately, I do not find him. However, I rush in here thinking, maybe he's guarding the bomb site. I see him at the last second. Bam, pick off the kill. Less than a second left. Huge clutch, get the ace, 3 kills in the deciding round. Pretty huge for me, and we were pumped, to say the least. And to say that, that we won this game was huge. So, I already said we got smacked in the last 2, so it's no disrespect to these guys. These guys are beasts, and I don't want to put it up here to like make them look bad, but it was a huge game for me, confidence-wise. They went on to win the match easy. Props to them. They're just days and days ahead of me in this game, so good for them. Hope you enjoyed. More videos coming up. See you guys later.